I've been following a carnivore lifestyle / keto lifestyle. I'm going to make some sourdough bread. I really miss bread, but I'm going to make it with almond flour, and I've got my jars and I've got my day one started. The recipe I'm using is from Cooking with Mel on YouTube. I've started out with 2 jars at her recommendation. This way you have enough starter when it's time to cook. I've named my starter the Almond Brothers, Dwayne and Greg Almond, if you're from my era. So I put my water in and my flour, and now I'm going to whisk it together a little bit. Cover it lightly with a piece of cheesecloth on each jar and put them in a warm place. Since it's cold in my camper, I put them in the microwave, and I have the lid lightly on top of the cheesecloth. So this is day 2, and with day 2, you're really not going to see much stuff go above the line. So we're going to add the water. This time, because of day 2, we're going to add 50 grams of water, and we're going to add 15 grams of almond flour and mix it all up. Again, you want to make sure that the water is at least room temperature, 70 degrees. You can make it a little warmer, but not too warm. If you do need to warm it up, you could use your microwave. I moved the bands up, but like I said, because this is almond flour, you're not going to see it rising like you would normally see with regular flour. Okay, it's day 3. We're going to mix. We're going to 50 gram it water, and we're going to add the flour again, cover with our cheesecloth, and put it in a warm place until tomorrow. Alarm just went off that it's time to feed the almond brothers. Ooh, it smells like bread dough. It does smell like bread dough. Whoops, hit the camera. And then we're going to take our whisk. Greg and Dwayne. Okay, it's day 6. And oops, there it is. There we got Greg and Dwayne Almond. Well, goodness, I could see that it doesn't, I don't know. I'm not sure if it's looking right, but it smells okay. It doesn't smell bad. So I'm going to whisk these together. Oh, thick underneath. Got my little whisk, and I'm whisking it up. Mixing it real good. It smells like dough. It doesn't smell bad at all. It reminds me of just regular dough, like my grandma used to make, and I could smell her, like when she was headed on the table. I only found my half a tablespoon measuring spoon, so I'm going to do a tablespoon of almond flour. Okay, we got our tablespoon of almond flour. So now I need to go and get my, now I need to go and get the yeast, and I put it in the refrigerator, so I'll be right back. Okay, so now we have our yeast, and I did get this yeast brand new. I just bought it because my stuff was pretty old. I haven't used yeast in ages. This doesn't expire till 2027, but it does say refrigerate after opening. And I did have my other stuff in the refrigerator, so that's a good thing. So now I'm going to put a tablespoon of yeast, 1 tablespoon of yeast in each brother's jar. There's Dwayne's. And there's Greg's. So the flour's in there, the yeast is in there, and now I just have to add the water. And they like the water to be, I'll put that back in the fridge. And the water is supposed to be at least it's supposed to be room temperature or at least 70 degrees or more. And the water is supposed to be 50 grams of water. So I did get a new scale. I'm going to put the batteries in, and I'm going to go ahead and measure the grams. Because my shot, I've been doing it already, but my shot glass says milliliters and not grams. So I'll show you, for anybody who missed it, how I do that. But first I'm going to put the batteries in. I made sure that I did get a scale that has the gram measurements on it. See, gram. It has ounces, milliliters or whatever, and grams. Okay, I'm going to do my Anchor Hocking glass instead. This way I don't have to mess around with it and do 2 glasses. So this container is 117 grams, and I need to add 50 grams of water. So that means I need to add, this should read 167. Just use this. There we go. Okay, so I added my water. I'm just going to whisk it all up. Okay, we're talking day 6. You can see the separation there. Oh, we got bubbles. Oh, we got bubbles. Yay. That looks good. Doesn't smell as good as it did the other day. But it smells good. And we got bubbles. We got fermentation. Yep. Oh, I'm so excited. We're going to do one more feeding. So today I'm going to mix it up, and then I'm going to add my water. I've already got my water at 70 degrees. I've got my yeast here. You do have to refrigerate the yeast after you open it. And my almond flour. But I'm going to mix it up a little bit right now. And I'm going to use my little whisk with my power blender. Italian bread, so two. So we have 2 tablespoons. We have 1 tablespoon of yeast in both of the Almond Brothers, and now 1, 2. And now I have to measure my water. Add it to both of my jars. Put these off to the side. Turn off my scale. And we're going to go ahead and mix these suckers up. Okay. Here we go, Almond Brothers. Dwayne and Greg. We're going to fix our rubber band. So we'll see. We're going to let this go until tomorrow. And tomorrow, we're going to bake. Hopefully we're going to bake tomorrow. because I'd like to do one in the Dutch oven over the coals outside and see how it goes and taste it, because if it works and it tastes great, I'd like to bring a loaf over to my son. Thanks for watching this part of the video on how to make this sourdough keto style almond flour starter. Here's the recipe right here, so you could stop the video and save it. This will be continued to when I bake.